kids, because they don't freaking get this crap. If you would just get up and teach them instead of handing them a freaking packet, yo. There's kids in here who don't learn like that. They need to learn face to face. You're just getting mad because I'm pointing out the obvious and you're
wasting my time.
No, I'm not wasting your time. I'm telling you what you need to do.
Get out.
You want kids to come into your class, you want them to get excited for this, you got to come in here, you got to make them excited. You want a kid to change and start doing better, you got to touch his freaking heart. Can't expect a kid to change if all you do is just tell him. You gotta take this job serious. This is the future of this nation. And when you come in here, like you did last time, and make a statement about, oh, this is my paycheck, indeed it is. But this is my country's future and my education.
I respect that. Can you go outside, please?
Square biz.
But there's a limit. When I'm not, but simply making an observation.
Okay.
And now I will leave. You're welcome.
Good, bye.
And if you would like, I'll teach you a little more so you can actually learn how to teach a freaking class. Because since I got here, I've done nothing but read packets. So don't try and take credibility for teaching me jack.
Just go, bye.
Some become just what they hear, negative visuals they see. The platforms that you give seem like all there is to be. Media betrays teens as a life not to live. It's a negative. Over and over again. We don't have time to speak out on the TLT Squid Show. We hold the lights, the words, the sounds. We want the world to know
that we're not all locked up and chopped out without a glimpse of us shall be.
And on the contrary, full of life and style.
Stay tuned and you'll see. Don't tell me promise lives to live. We have so much good to give. In a positive light,
center stage.
Cameras rolling. Stories they speak of me.
Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Aristotle. I remember watching movies of high school life when I was in elementary and middle school. I couldn't wait to grow up and go to high school, where I would finally be in science labs, dissecting frogs, or building a birdhouse and woodshop, starring in plays and drama class, cooking in home economics, and just having the ultimate high school experience. Boy, did they fool me. You can imagine the disappointment when in the middle of my 9th grade year, I had yet to do a legit science lab or do a hands-on activity. When I complained to my guidance counselor that this was not what I saw in the movies, he gave me a funny look and said, there's not enough money for the public school system to do all the things you're asking for. Wow. So I had to live with just going to class and finding other ways to make it interesting enough for me. Throughout my whole high school career, I realized how much the inner city youth had to go without. I mean, compared to those in the suburbs, we have nothing. Get this. If I was to fail a math class, instead of my guidance counselor looking for ways to help motivate me, he gives me 2 math classes. What kind of alternative is that? I just wish they would make high school a little more interesting, because at the end of the day, we are teens and we want to look for ways to live life while we're still young. I believe if schools were a little better than they are now, and we were given opportunities to learn with hands-on activities and feel that the Department of Education has our best interests at heart, a lot of young people wouldn't feel the need to turn to drugs or hanging around in the streets. You know what? I can go on and on about the imperfections of the public school system and make you feel angry, but I'll let a couple of my friends show you and hopefully give you a little laugh about it.
their alarm this late?
Mrs. Smith's class how to bring in supplies for the engineering project, and security's off Dean.
Yo, for real, I gotta get to class. Hey, yo, hurry up!
Sorry. Happens abruptly. Mr. Ortiz. Nice of you to join us. You'll also be joining me after school for detention.
Who is it?
Me.
Me who?
It's me, Sarah.
Oh, all right. Who do you need to see?
I need to see the nurse.
All right, all right. Sit down, sit down. So, Sarah, what seems to be the problem?
My stomach hurts.
Oh, well, when was the last time you made, doo-doo?
Huh?
When was the last time you made doo-doo? Just go in the bathroom and see what happens, you know?
But
Of course you're gonna sit on your butt. Now get in the bathroom. Yeah, who is it?
I'm here to see the guidance counselor.
All right, hold on a minute. All right, come in. Sit down, come on. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I'm not doing too well in science class.
All right.
I read, but I just can't visualize everything. I was thinking maybe we could do some more hands-on projects. Maybe a school trip. My parents used to do all kinds of experiments. You know, dissections, they used Bunsen burners. They even had a telescope. It just all seems so exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you this.
What's this?
It's the same science class twice. You'll be double motivated, so now you can do it again. It's just 2 hours of the same thing, so, have a wonderful day. Close the door on the way out, all right? Who is it? Now!
It's me.
Didn't I tell you to go make doo-doo?
It's me, Virginia.
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for the principal.
Well, in that case, I can help you, and they don't pay me enough for this.
Hey CLT, my name is Peace, and I've got a spoken word piece to share with the rest of y'all, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm about 5'5". My teacher is about 5'7". Now, when I walk into the room and I'm talking about, yo, what's up with you, she turns around and shaking. Why are you shaking? I'm just a student, here to learn from you, and here is what I'm taking. I'm taking a room full of 30 other kids like me, but we got 5 textbooks to split evenly. Explain that, please. Now, I may not be the best in math, but that fraction don't sound right. So I'm sitting in class trying to figure out why it is that I'm sitting here trying to read off her book when she's 10 miles away from me. So I get up and leave. Too bad you didn't notice me because your room is about 3 feet. Now, here's a problem with your logic. Allow me to explain this from you. I'm not from this country, transferred here from another state. Well, oh snap, I guess I mistake, because my geography was not in place, so I never learned the difference between a country and a state, so I'm thinking any place is a new continent for me. Oh wait, did I say continent? I'm sorry, what did I say about my geography? Allow me, please, to explain to you the source of my confusion and insanity. It might start with a place called school. Here explains the shootings of the madness, why it is that we can't handle this, because within these buildings hides my anger and confusion, because I'm sitting in the back room wondering why you can't see me. You can't see me, you're talking about you got your degree, congratulations. You got your 10-year high five, but I ain't got nothing from you, so I'm walking around, chilling out at night in the hood, so by 11:59, I'm thinking I should probably go to bed now, but why? What am I waking up to? To come back to school, to sit in the back of the room and inhale fumes of stupidity? Because that's not exactly what I'm paying taxes for. You want to privatize the schools? Privatize them. You want to keep me in a room? Do it. But I refuse to be there mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because my mind has already flew. I'm no longer here with the rest of you, so as soon as I reach the age where I can drop out, believe me, I will. But allow me to allow you to see for a minute that I have already left years ago. I have been gone since I was about 8 years old, because from a long time I realized you didn't really care about whether or not I learned to grow. If I was dyslexic, that was my issue. I saw A's and E's and C's and D's, and they was all mixing up with the letter B, but no one ever explained explain to me what my issue was because you didn't care enough. So here, take some tissues and cry about it, because I don't want to hear your sob stories. If I don't start laughing about your insanity and ridiculousness, I'm going to start crying and have to shoot myself, and we'll have another hang story to share on the news on CNN. Start dealing with your issues. I'm done dealing with yours. You better take up your own cross and walk out them doors, because I've already walked out years ago before all of y'all. So by now, I am legalized to walk out the doors and never turn back. So here is why I never got my degree. Not because I couldn't learn or because I didn't deserve to be, but because you never believed in me. So thank you.
Hey, it sucked. I can't even laugh at Miles' dumb jokes anymore today because I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna say, "You're not really laughing," and I'm not, because they're not funny. And you know what? We're gonna get into a fight after that. And you know what? I don't want to get into a fight after what happened this weekend. So, what? Sarah. I'm pregnant. What? Pregnant. I just found out this weekend, and I have to tell Miles now. You have to tell Miles? When? I don't know. Today? Tomorrow? Next Tuesday? Well, you better figure it out, because he's coming this way. Oh my God.
What's up, bro? What's going on? What? What did I do? It's like grassy live in here.
Jen's upset because she has to tell you something.
Tell me what?
It's her business, not mine.
Hold on. Jen.
Miles,
Yes?
I found out.
Found what out?
I'm gonna have your kid.
What?
I'm
My
gonna
child?
have, yes, your child.
That's not my
I don't
child.
think
You
you
know what?
understand what I'm going through.
Are you crazy?
I
Are you
don't
crazy?
think you
You
understand.
know what? I'm done.
No,
I'm
Karen,
done. I'm done.
So I'm the mom. But you're not. You have me. You're not the mom. Sarah, I'm alone. Okay, I have no parents. I don't have a job. I have no support. And now I was like, now I have to raise a kid on my own. How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have to get a job. Sarah, I'm completely alone. I have nothing. I need money. I can't raise this kid on my own, and Miles is gone. The bottom line is, I wanted to go to school with you, and I wanted us to go to college together, and I wanted us to be veterinarian buddies. What are you talking about? I think I need to drop out.
Yo, Selena, you in here?
It's Selena.
Whatever. You got a blunt? I need something to keep me awake in this history class. It's so boring. I can't concentrate. And I can't visualize anything he's saying. And what's worse is, when I ask him for help, he doesn't even want to help me. Man, I need this high to keep me awake, you know? Give me this imagination to visualize a civil war, you know?
You think you got it bad? What idiot decided to give the guidance counselors 3 different jobs? She was so backed up, she didn't even send my transcripts to CUNY. That was the only way I was going to go to college, and now I can't go. This blunt is the only thing keeping me in school right now.
Man, I feel you. It's funny how they tell us to stay in school, but they don't give us the motivation to stay in it, you know?
It's not fair.
I know, it sucks.
I really like dance. Now they just want to cut it off.
That's you?
Leo? Oh, hey, Virginia.
Hey girl, what's up? Sound stressed.
You don't even know. This was cutting off dance as an extracurricular activity. Dance was the only way for me to express myself and get off the streets. But now, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know what you should do?
Destiny, I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't care. The school's not making things any better, and this weed might just help. But if you don't like it, just go.
What are you guys doing in here?
Selena, it's just Mr. Brown. What's up, Mr. Brown?
Hurry up and get back to class before I give you all the tension. Go on, back to class, back to class. You all listen, hurry up now, go ahead.
Squared group, and today I'm giving you some great vocal tips on vibrato. Vibrato is a fluctuation of 2 notes. So when you're singing with vibrato, or when you sing regularly, it sounds like this. Share my love. Really straight, nothing, pretty simple and pretty. When you have vibrato, you hear the fluctuation of 2 notes because it sounds like a rippling sound. So, share my love. In order to get vibrato, there's only one tip that you really, really need, which is this exercise I'm going to show you. You take a note, any note you want, and you sing it regularly with nothing on it, just straight and plain, like Cher. I'm going to sing it. Finished? And then you try with vibrato, which is that fluctuation, and it should sound like a bouncy sound, like this. Use this exercise all the time, and you should have vibrato down pat. If you want any more tips, come on down to Renaissance EMS, and I hope you enjoyed it. 'Cause I'll never ask for too much.
Right now, there is a kid finishing parents' evening in a heated discussion with his mother, saying, why does he have to study subjects he will never ever use in his life? And she will look at him blank-eyed, stifle a sigh, think for a second, and then lie. She'll say something along the lines of, you know, to get a good job you need a good degree, and these subjects will help you get a good degree. We never had this opportunity when I was younger. And he will reply, but you were young a long time ago, weren't you, Mum? And she won't respond, although what he implies makes perfect sense, that society's needs would have changed since she was 16. But she will ignore him, grip his hand more sternly, then drag him to the car. But what she doesn't know is that she didn't ignore him just to shut him up. She didn't lie because they were just returning from parents' evening and an argument in the hallway would look bad on her resume. She won't lie because she's just spent the last 1 hour convincing a stern-faced teacher that she will ensure that her child studies more at home. No, she will lie simply because she does not know any better herself. Although her whole adult life she has never used or applied Pythagoras' theorem, pathetic fallacy, and still does not know the value of x, she will rely on society to tell her that her child, who has one of the sharpest minds in the school, is hyperactive, unfocused, easily distracted, and wayward. Students, how many equations, subjects, and dates did you memorize just before an exam never to use again? How many A grades did you get which were never asked for when you applied for a job? How many times have you remembered something 5 minutes just after the teacher said stop writing, only to receive your results 1 month later to realize that you were only 1 mark short of the top grade? Does that mean remembering 5 minutes earlier would have made you more qualified for a particular job? Well, on the application form it would have. We all have different abilities, thought processes, experiences, and genes. So why is a class full of individuals tested by the same means? So does that mean Sherelle thinks she's dumb because she couldn't do a couple of sums? And if this issue is not addressed properly, it then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Then every school has the audacity to have a policy on equality. The irony. Exams are society's methods of telling you what you're worth. But you can't let society tell you what you are, because it's the same society that tells you that abortion is wrong but then looks down on teenage parents. The same society that sells products to promote natural hair, looks and smooth complexion, with the model on the box half photoshopped and has fake lashes and hair extensions, with pastors that preach charity but own private jets, imams that preach against greed but are all fat, parents that say they want educated kids but constantly marvel at how rich Richard Branson is, governments that preach peace but endorse wars, that say they believe so much in the importance of higher education and further learning, then why increase tuition fees every single year? I believe Miss Jefferson when she took me into the office and said that my exams would be imperative to my success, because we was taught to always follow when Miss Jefferson led. But then I took Jefferson out of the equation and learned to think for myself. I realized we was taught to always follow when Miss led. The irony. test us with tests, but the finals are never final, cause they never prepare us for the biggest test, which is survival. And what I suggest is fairly outlandish, so I do not expect everyone to understand this, except for the kids who knows what it feels like to be worth no more than that D or that A that you get on results day, and the ones whose best stories were never good enough for the English teacher, cause apparently you missed out key literal techniques, did not follow the class plan, and the language was too informal for him to understand. But then he'd reference Hamlet and Macbeth, and you'd fight the urge to express your contempt by partially clenching your fist with only your medius finger left protruding in the middle of your hand, and then asked if he was aware that Shakespeare was known as the innovator of slang, or the kid at the back of the class who thinks, why am I studying something that doesn't fuel my drive? But then when confronted with a maths problem, his eyes come alive. So this one is for my generation, the ones who found what they were looking for on Google, the ones who followed their dreams on Twitter, pictured their future on Instagram, accepted destiny on Facebook. This one's for my failures and my dropouts, for my unemployed graduates, my shop assistants, cleaners and cashiers with bigger dreams, my self-employed entrepreneurs, my world changers and my dream chasers, cause the purpose of why I hate school but love education was not to initiate a worldwide debate, but to let them know that whether 72 or 88, 44 or 68, we will not let exam results decide our fate. Peace.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. You gotta love me, love me. You can lean on me, I'll be there. Love me, I'll be your love me. Right down the block, I'll be right love me, love me.
What I do?
It's like he's teaching in the school classroom. Classes sure did not look like this when I went to school. One of us got to go in there and settle down. We got lessons. Tin Man, where's your axe? I couldn't get past the class, so I got the shovel. Man, give me that. This is a job for somebody with courage, Lion.
Oh, no, fellas. Oh.
You're gonna have to go in there.
Come on, boys and girls. I need
Who are you?
I'm your substitute teacher.
What is the square root of 4y and times x? And use the clock to get your answers.
Half past a monkey's palm and a cord to his knees.
Listen here, all of y'all listen here. Y'all been very rude and disrespectful to my friends and your classmates. I might like y'all young kids, but I'm not gonna let y'all be disrespectful no more. I'm gonna need y'all to sit down and take a seat.
Because of the wonderful things you have. We're off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Hi everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going to ask you to open your textbooks to page 34 because we're going to learn about Renaissance age.
The educational system seems to be the topic of systems and institutions failing in the U.S. With the current dropout rate at nearly 50%, overcrowding schools, poor parental involvement, shortage on materials, poor classroom management, poor test scores, teachers sleeping with students, students shooting up the schools. The list goes on and on. But here's a question. Why do we only spend $18,618 a year to educate a child? Mind you, there has been a 300% increase in the past 5 years. However, not nearly a match for the correctional facility budget, which is currently at $53,000 a year to house an inmate, which is the going price for some Ivy League schools. For this, I quote Victor Hugo. He who opens a school door closes a prison. I have watched good teachers have their hands tied or blocked from teaching over the years, only to have them challenge a student to memorize a bunch of answers for a test without ever really explaining the question or the origin of its purpose. Good education to all Americans is the way to push this country forward. Then why are we behind in every area academically to other countries like Russia or China? Are we not capable of learning calculus or Pythagoras' theorem? Or maybe we're not challenging, or maybe we're not clearly understanding the purpose of the lesson. In any case, this show was not meant to make you upset, make you mad. It was only to add some comedy to a non-ending drama. However, we like to leave you with some advice. Parents, get involved with your student's school. Show up for parent-teacher conference. Attend an event or join the PTA. Students, start behaving in the classroom. Pay attention and desire to learn. In closing, I leave you with another quote. When educating the minds of youth, we must not forget to educate their hearts. Therefore, though the educational system is not without fail, our children still require love from all of us. So long from TLT Squared Show. Some become just what they hear, negative visuals they see. The platforms that you give seem like all there is to be. Media betrays teens as a life not to live. It's a negative. Over and over again.
Well, now my time to speak out on the TLT Squid Show. We hold the lights, the words, the sounds. We want the world to know
that we're not all locked up in dropouts without a glimpse of us shall be.
And on the contrary, full of life and style.
Stay tuned and you'll see. Promise lives to live. We have so much good to give.
And cut.
I'm just saying though, like, why does Dorothy have to be white?
Should she have been Spanish?
Ay, pero ¿por qué no dijiste así?